How to pump small waves and fast waves. You need to pump. This one is a small wave that's kind of slow, so I have to generate my own speed. Gonna look at this a number of times just so you can see the form of the body. So we see that back knee is knocked under, butt's down. You're not gonna see a ton of arm movement. The pump is a full body leg move, so that press down should shoot you out forward to the higher line of the wave. And then again, it's the butt's gonna go down. It is a squatting maneuver, an asymmetrical squat where you push out with the thighs down through the feet. The body extends, and in that extension, you're pushing water through the back of the fins, and the board should fly through the water. So you have to control it by again going down into that squat and pushing out again. I'm going to push out into the turn on this one. So here, just watch the form. See the butt faces down in one straight line down through the stringer of the surfboard. So extension, compression. Very little arm movement. What moving my arms are doing is just by virtue of the whole core and the whole body extending and compressing. So pumping is really not a move that you're doing with your arms at all whatsoever. You don't want to initiate it with your arms. You don't want to move your arms hardly at all, just to the extent that they're there hanging by your side and they're going to move a little bit because your whole body is moving and they're connected to your body. Okay? So for those still working on takeoffs, I always add a little bit of a slow-mo of the takeoff here in the wave positioning. A lot of people throw their boards away at this point thinking the wave's too steep. It's not. You have to trust yourself, look down the line, keep your legs together over the tail of the surfboard. See how my heels are lifted up? That drives the tail of the board into the wave face. So there I've caught the wave because the back of the board is in the wave. Then I'm gonna push my chest up really high. See that? Make all that space for the feet to come over in one movement. Hands come off immediately when my feet hit, and the eyes are looking down the line the whole entire wave. You can see the wave is really what we call fat right here. There's really nothing to it, so I'm pressing down a little bit of a Huntington hop just to get the board going and into this wave. If I had a longer board, I wouldn't have needed to do that because it would have provided enough flow to get in. Now the wave stands up on the inside, and I'm going to do my first compression down here. Again, that knee is knocked. The butt is low. You're never as low as you think you are. Then the first extension, extending out, that pushes water through the back of the surfboard and allows me to go faster up into this higher line, back into the compression again. So these are slower, drawn out, but dynamic compressions and extensions, extending out and compressing down. You can really practice this at home, or if you have squats in your home workout routine, keep doing them. The surfing squat is asymmetrical, but the workout squat helps with the power in your core and your thighs to push through these moves. Okay, little cut back for those intermediates. Back foot's over the tail, wide stance, hands lined up with the feet, pushing through, slide the tail a little bit, and end the ride. So, got to get that back foot over the tail. That's just a reminder for those of you trying to do those kind of turns. You need speed, so the pumping helps get all that speed. And then you got to push through. Make sure your back foot is over the fins. Can't turn the board from the center. Hope this helps. Get out there, do your squats, do some pumps. Make sure your butt is pointed down towards the ground